Hi, girl campers. It's Lisa Dempsey, your Southeast Texas chapter guide, and I am in my trailer. And tomorrow I'm heading out for an event called Toes in the Water in Galveston, Texas. So while I was here and getting my trailer prepped, I thought I'd share a few things with you that I make sure I use every time I'm setting up or taking down, and then anytime I have to troubleshoot something, it's great to have handy. And I keep these in my trailer. So the first thing I have is the owner's manual for my Lance 1475. I do refer to this quite often, and I always keep it here in the trailer. But one of the things that I've done that I think everybody that has a trailer, or whether it's their car or whatever it is they're using for camping, put something together. And I know it's kind of bulky, and I know you're going to tell me it's old school because all of these things can be kept online. But I found that there were times when I didn't have service and I couldn't download something or access my file drive virtually. So having this has been extremely handy. And so it is binder, yeah, old school binder. And I'm going to show you what I've done so that you can see if it's something that maybe that might be helpful to you. All right, so I had to angle the camera a little bit so that you could see what I was doing. So this is my binder. And when you open it up, the first thing that you see in here are all of the specs on my particular rig. A lot of times I'll need to remember if it's been 6 months or something since I've been out, what is my water capacity, all of those things. And it's also a good reminder to me also as I'm going to be on the road for my length, my height. I don't want to go through anything that's going to be a low underhang. Don't try to go through fast food drive-thrus without knowing what your height limitations are. And then what I've done is I've taken some things out of the actual guide and I photocopied them. The things that I know that I'm going to use the most, and put them in little sheet protectors, and that way I can access this really quickly. They also stay dry if I have to take something outside. So I've got my checklist in here. I've got the ways that I need to check my tires and my lug nuts and all of those things. And then the other thing that I've done that's really important is all of those systems that I use on a regular basis that are maintenance things, like the water system and the waste system. It just doesn't hurt to be able to have this as a quick reminder of what I need to do, particularly if I know I'm going to store, because I'm not going to go camping again for another 60 days or something like that. The other thing that I did was take all of the guides that came with the different equipment. So, and I've put those in here. So like in here, the thing that I'm always having to mess with and deal with is the hot water heater, the air conditioner, and all of that. So I took the little guide out and stuck it in here. And then also I've taken the cheat sheet on how to use it. So it's really easy for me to access when I'm trying to troubleshoot. Why is this not working? Same thing for the hot water heater and furnace. I took the little troubleshooting guide, I made a photocopy of it, and I stuck it in my binder. All of my warranties and instruction manuals. So these are all the different things for the parts, and all the way down to the actual guide for my particular trailer. So that was my guide on dealing with having your paperwork together in the event that you need to troubleshoot something. I am probably in my trailer at least every other month, unless I've had some kind of issue like this summer with COVID. So I got to miss an event this summer. And as much as I'm here, it still is important for me to refresh myself on those different items and making sure that I am not missing something. So there's that. The other thing that I wanted to share with you that's kind of one of my helpful tips and fun little things that you can add if you or do a lot of girl camper events. A lot of our, I would say probably 95% of our girl camper events are what we call green events. So a green event means that you're going to bring your own silverware, plates, cups and all of those things, so that we don't have a lot of paper products and plasticware that we're throwing away. And that way you can bring it to wherever we're serving dinner and have that. So a lot of times you're having to traipse all the way over to either the campground pavilion or an area where we're having it, or we're just gathering around somebody's campsite. And so this is what I use. This is an old school, just kids, sometimes they call it an art desk or a lap desk. And so I got this on Amazon. It's really cool. So watch what happens. I'm going to open it. It folds open, and then inside I have my plates and silverware and my gear, my napkins, etc. It has a little handle, makes it easy for me to carry. And then on the back, these are really cool. So these pop open. So it just becomes, I don't know if you probably can't see this, so I'll just stand up. So this becomes a lap tray. And see if you can see it. I don't think you can see it. There we go. A lap tray. It works really well when I'm sitting in my camp chair. It'll sit right in between. I use this a lot in my trailer. I do have tables in here, but a lot of times I'll just sit with this next to me on the couch, kind of like a little coffee tray. I usually have it in the morning, and I just set it on my couch next to me, and it becomes my little serving area where I set my coffee, or I might even have my breakfast there while I'm doing something like watching TV. So that's a really handy thing. I think it maybe cost me less than $20 on Amazon, and one of these days I'm going to go around to getting crafty, and I'm going to put some decoupage fun things on it. I just haven't decided exactly what I'm doing yet. So a lot of you also wanted to see the inside of my trailer. So while I'm here and I'm getting it all set up, it's relatively clean. I'm going to go ahead and just flip the camera around and give you a quick tour. So this is a Lance 1475S. I do have a slide. I don't have it open right now. When I'm at home, I don't have 30 amp, so it makes it a little bit difficult to run absolutely everything, and it's really hot. So this is my little trailer. There's my little lap table I was telling you about. And my kitchen. The thing I love in here is the storage. I keep most of my plates and coffee and all that up in here, but I've got a huge pantry that I also have. When I travel, I will have all of my clothes in travel bags up at the top. Coming back around the other way, this is where the slide would come out. And then obviously a little kitchen area and my little bath and a separate shower. So that's it. That's my camper. That's some of my helpful tips for making sure that you're good to go with troubleshooting and having the information you need, the manufacturer information, contact information, etc. I also did a video on using your phone to make sure that you kept a photo album of things like taking photos of your serial numbers and your tires and all of those things. So I'll put the link for that down there if you haven't seen that. Trying to think what else. That's it. I'm excited to see everybody that is able to come to Toes in the Water tomorrow afternoon. We're going to have a good time. If I don't get to catch you on this event, I hope to see you at another one soon. Y'all have a good one. Bye.